I can't believe I'm finally making this video. It took me multiple weeks to even wrap my head around the fact to sell everything in my closet. And when I say everything, I just mean like most things, but there's a lot of stuff that we're gonna get through in this video, and I figured it's just time. I've had so many different articles of clothing come in and out of that closet, not that specific closet, but just my closet, wherever it is at the time, over the years. And more recently, man, I just want to wear the stuff that I'm making. And so with that, I just have a bunch of really nice clothes that sit around and don't get worn. And that's what kind of prompted today's video. But before I move forward with getting rid of a lot of the stuff, I wanted to do a almost like collection video, or just kind of everything that is there as it currently stands. You guys know, if you follow me, I've probably sold like 300 pieces this year already, and I'm gonna attempt to get rid of another like 200. So more details on where I'm gonna be selling all this stuff later in this video. We're starting downstairs right now. I figured I would just go through some of the shoes behind me and just knock this video out. You guys have been begging for a closet video, closet tour, sneaker collection, all that stuff for quite a while, and let's just get it all knocked out in one sitting. You guys will also see in this video what I'm actually going to be pulling to sell. I've pulled about 100 pieces already, and then we're gonna get through however many more I decide to pull in this video. I haven't done it yet because I told Chris, who's filming right now, if I have a camera in front of me, I'll be more inclined and pressured to actually get rid of some of this stuff versus when it's just me being like, oh no, I'll wear that at some point. But it's like, at a certain point, years pass and stuff doesn't get worn, and then it's like, no, I actually didn't wear that. 424 leather boots, great pair of shoes, severely overpriced, but I get good wear out of them, so it is what it is. Another pair of overpriced shoes that I do get a lot of wear out of, my Ricks in the gray leather. And then I have my off-white boots. I wore these a lot. I mean, really all this year. I only picked these up in February. I feel like I've had these for way longer, but I really haven't. Stepneys, I have cream canvas color. You guys have seen these styled a million times each. If you guys watch the videos regularly, some of my favorite footwear. I don't really wear them too much these days, but not really a shoe I'll ever get rid of just because they're always a good go-to. Gallery Department Ugg Vans. Gallery Department Uggs. Love that shoe, super comfy. You got the GT 2160s. These were a Kith exclusive colorway. They actually restocked these this year, but I picked them up from the original release. Shout out to my boy Colin for hooking me up with those. Another pair of Asics. I feel like I should sell these. I'm just gonna put these aside, but yeah, good green pair. I just don't really wear those. I had no intention to sell those, but as I'm looking at them right now, I gotta get in that mode, that selling mode before we get upstairs, or else it's gonna get bad. Represent Mules, I have these in like a beige color. I also have them in black. These are probably two of my most worn pairs right now. Just easy slip-ons that I wear on the regular. And then I also have a pair of off-white Mules. These are super fire. I love the little gradient pink buckle on those, so super cool. Pair of red Converse. These are some of my lifting shoes. I've had those for forever, like literally since high school. My running shoes, a lot of you guys have been asking me about these, especially after you saw me wear them casually when I went to that Adidas event in LA earlier in September. But yeah, I wear these quite a bit. I probably get like 10 to 15 miles of running in those every week, and I really, really love that pair. And then boom, got a little pair of Salomons in an all white color. These are more of like throw on as I run out the door. Good silhouettes that I kind of resort to often. White slip-on Vans with the Velcro. Stussy Converse, you guys know the deal with those. Supreme old school Vans with the embroidery on the back. These are super cool. I've been wearing those a lot actually. The Gulf LaFleur Converse, one of the newer pairs with the little dog on the back. Fat laces on those too, fire. I'm not gonna look. Sky High Farms, close enough. These Converse were actually made out of upcycled Carhartt workwear material, which is fire. You guys would know that if you watch the videos regularly. But you guys can see right there is like the little outline where the Carhartt patch used to be. Fear of God Essential Converse. I was wearing these today actually. I have that pair in gray as well. So super clean. I wear these a lot. And then good old faithful pair of white Kith Converse. Boom. We got Big Astro in the cut too, with Little Astro, the LA Astro. Got my Virgil magazine from Design District out in Miami. little EE card holder, key holder deal. And then this I recently picked up. This is a bag from Fugazi. I really just needed like an everyday bag where I could throw my lunch into. Like right now it has 2 samples in it. It's got some commons. You actually gotta see those. Those are freaking crazy. You got them all the way down the leg. You also have the pearls on the drawstrings right there. But yeah, these were just in my bag because I wore these the other day. And then also got another sample. I don't think this was actually in the video that you guys are gonna see upcoming, but we went to Flagstaff and shot our, well, part of our fall collection, really just like a preview of some of the Complex Con items, and this ended up in that video as well. And then I wore this when we were in LA a few weeks ago. But yeah, 2 solid samples. But anyway, I also, when we were in LA, picked up this bag from Fugazi. It's this black ostrich bag. And yeah, just helps me get my stuff to and from work. You guys can see there's like an embossing on it with the bullseye target, which is pretty cool. And now, the hard part. This is gonna be really difficult for me. I'm sorry to Chris in advance and anyone watching at home. I'll try and chop this up as cleanly as possible, but this is a long time coming. I've been collecting everything upstairs since I was in high school, like 10 years basically, which is crazy. So let's head upstairs and let's get through all this stuff. So before we jump into the main closet, this is everything that I pulled so far, and I haven't even counted yet. A lot of really crazy pieces in here. These Stussy double knees. I'll pop a picture of these up on the screen just so you guys can see the detail in these, because you won't be able to see it on camera, but crazy stuff like this. All my EE sweats, all the colored ones. I don't know the name of this texture. It's like the towel material, but you guys used to go crazy for these. And everyone would ask me over the years when I'm selling these, and I'm like, I'm never selling them. I'm selling them today. Some Sinner sweatpants, pants. These are all hoodies and jackets. Really great stuff in there. Let me pull like 1 or 2 things maybe. These are all sweatpants too. Menace hoodie. I literally wore this one time. Super cool piece, but again, trying to simplify the wardrobe a little bit. So we got stuff like that. There's a black leather varsity jacket under that. This is an Essentials knitted hoodie. Good Essentials right there. Low key, this is gonna put in my maybe go back in the closet pile just because I really like that piece, so mind your business on that one. Crazy No Fear. It's a No Fear varsity with the sheep lining. Really solid brown colorway. And yeah, just some more hoodies, stuff like that. Shorts, jackets. These are all graphic t-shirts, vintage. I'm getting rid of a lot of good shit, man. Like everyone's been begging me for these ones. Shirts that I really honestly never thought I would sell, but you got the Firebirds tee.
No way you're selling that one.
I know, bro. Niagara Falls tee. Such a classic. Vegas Girls tee. No ifs, ands, or buts. That one's sick. So yeah, you guys get the gist. All of this will be in the show on top of everything we go through now. I also have some footwear. Hella mesh shorts, like years of mesh shorts. Years of mesh shorts. A couple pairs of shoes, some Vans, some Dior shoes, some Fear of God stuff. Damn, do I want to sell this? Maybe we keep it in the maybe pile. See, this is why I can't go back and look at things. This is why I have a problem. You guys are seeing it firsthand. All right, before we get into the main closet, we'll just go through some footwear real quick. It's all really simple stuff. I've already consolidated my sneaker collection down quite a bit. Maybe we'll do a couple pairs that we'll skim through and maybe let go of in the video, but for the most part, everything that I've wanted to get rid of, I've already gotten rid of. And this is all the stuff that I actually wear. Silver Box SBs, those were the Cherry Blossom SB highs. Chlorophylls, like I don't really wear this shoe, but my mom got me these for, I think it was my birthday a few years ago. So like, obviously I'm never gonna sell these, the Kermit the Frog dunks. And yeah, I will say a lot of the stuff you guys are gonna see that is still in my collection, like even these, a lot of stuff was gifted to me, and I'm a pretty sentimental person. So if someone gives me something, I'm not gonna get rid of it. So it just kind of ends up me holding on to a lot of things that I maybe not wear or need as much. New York to Paris Jordan 1s. I pretty much want to get rid of all my Jordan 1s, but this pair, I just wear it so much that, I don't know. It's just one of the best Jordan 1 colorways in my opinion, so. Yeah, Union ones, another pair of super simple shoes. These are like not even $100 brand new now, so some of the stuff too, I just feel like I'd rather just have it than the $80 I can get for it, or probably even less for those. But maybe I end up parting with some of them. Can't ever get rid of these though. The pink foams, man. had to be there. This was another gift from me. This was actually from a subscriber, so shout out to the homie. These are the Japan denim 3s. Another awesome pair of shoes that I'll never get rid of. I have all the Fear of God original Vans down there, the Marshmallows, the Reds, and the OGs. Some newer Vans, some Union Vans, Kith Sambas, neutral grays, more Stepneys, Nocta Air Forces. This was another gift. Brandon got me these for my birthday, Off-White 5s. Probably one of my most worn Jordans in my collection still. This was a gift from Johnson, Guava 4s. Got these for me for my birthday when I turned like 19. So it's just a really awesome present from him. Pure Money 4s, probably my favorite Jordan 4 ever. I think they're retroing these next year, so I'll definitely be picking up another pair. And then this pair was gifted to me, but those are absolutely cooked. So yeah, sneaker collection's not anywhere what it used to be, but we still got a little something. And then we get into the main room. I don't even know where to start. I guess we'll just start at crew necks and make a big circle. Like I said, I've already pulled 100 pieces, so as I go through some of this stuff, I'll try and keep my mind open to getting rid of some things. Right here is my Common Studios 1 of 1 patchwork bag. Crystal made this for me quite a while ago, and then we ended up making a couple to drop as well. Really awesome bag. I don't wear it too much anymore, but every once in a while I'll break it out. Just a really solid 101 type beat. All right, so this rack is just gonna be pretty much all crew necks. To be honest, I don't really wear crew necks that much, but I work out in them all the time. So yeah, they just kind of made a place in here. Simple stuff. This is just a blank represent crew neck, nothing crazy. Anything that's like not super branded, I like to hold on to because I just like those simple pieces for the closet. So that's one I will hold on to. This one's tough. I don't wear this. It also doesn't fit me, but it was a gift. But this is a Cole Bennett piece. I'm directing a video in the crew neck. I also have like 4 different variations of this shirt. Honestly, I'm just gonna put this in the sell pile for now, just because I just simply don't wear it. These are the 2 beige No Fear crew necks that I ended up holding on to. As far as No Fear goes, crew necks are some of the best products they ever made, really just because of the neck embroidery and the quality of them back in the day when they were making everything in the USA was really fire. So some of their best pieces are on the crew necks, in my opinion. We got this one right here, does not play well with others. No Fear hit on the chest, you got the eyes on the collar, and then you got the No Fear hit on the collar on this one with the eye graphic in the front. I did have a black version of this one, which is in my sell pile. So someone's gonna get a great pickup on that one, but this is the one I decided to keep. Dude. Do I just get rid of this one too? Honestly, if I'm thinking about it, we just gotta do it. If it came down to like me wearing one of these, I'd wear this one, and I don't feel like I need 2 of them, so we'll just roll with that. This one's really sick too. This is the racing one, drive it like you stole it. On the heather gray. This one is super fire, fits me well too, so definitely holding on to that one. And then a lot of these crew necks, funny enough, are my dad's old crew necks, so honestly just pull all those real quick. My dad used to be a big Miami U fan. I can vividly remember him wearing this like a million times growing up, and that one got handed down to me. And then these are my dad's old football crew necks from Wheaton College in Illinois. Those got passed down to me. My dad used to play for the Arizona Rattlers. I don't even know if the Rattlers are still around, but that's what brought my dad to Arizona, playing football for the Rattlers. So this was his old Rattlers crew neck, which ended up with me. And then one of my dad's old vintage Nike quarter zip pullovers. This one I just work out in all the time. I picked this up. My brother went to Penn State, so we got this back when we visited him at school. One of my favorite crew necks of all time, the Yes Dear crew neck. I think Crystal and Des sold me this one way back in the day. Blue is my favorite outerwear color, so that one was just kind of a no-brainer. I also have that other No Fear crew neck in navy as well. This one was gifted to me by my boy Vinny. He actually bought this for me when he was in Japan earlier this year. Haven't got a chance to break this one out yet, just because it was already basically summer by the time they got back. So I'll definitely be breaking this one out this winter. Love the colors and the graphics on that one. And then just a plain Nike. I don't need that. Wow, look at the progress we're making.
Proud of you.
Thank you, bro, I appreciate you. I'm gonna need a proud of you after like pretty much all of them. That's a look at the crew neck rack that just got even more slim than it already was, but we're making progress, baby. Let's go. Yeah, let's just get rid of this. I'm already in the flow, so. All right, jackets are probably my favorite article of clothing, like outerwear wise. If it's not pants, it's like it's like any jacket. I'm a sucker for a good jacket. This jacket is a vintage Marlboro. I don't know how old this one is, definitely from the 90s, but the entire collar is completely shredded out. Like this used to be like a black or a brown suede all the way around, and it got gutted, which I honestly love the look of. I think this thing looks sick, and this would be a really, really hard one to replace. So it's my only blue jean denim jacket, plain one. So that one I will be holding on to. This is gonna be the hardest rack, but I'm gonna actually try and consolidate right now, so we'll see. We got this big dogs 3/4 zip. I'm gonna hold on to that one for now. I think out of these two, I need to get rid of one of them. This one definitely fits me better. These are both No Fear varsities. They both have plain backs, but they're just washed a little differently. This one has a little bit more like sun fade to it, whereas this one probably didn't get as much light, but definitely got plenty of wear. It's completely shredded on the inside. This one does have the No Fear patch, however. I feel like I'd be more inclined to actually wear this one just because I've had this one for so long. This one's like semi-recent. This one I've had for quite a while, and I really can only think of a couple times that I ever even wore this. I think I let other people wear this more than I even wore it myself, so I'll put that to the side for now. This would be a lot easier of a video if I hadn't already pulled so much stuff, but I already pulled so much stuff, so it's just hard to get rid of the good stuff that's left. Common Studios threaded denim jacket. These are releasing at ComplexCon this year. This is one of the samples, obviously holding on to this one. The only way I'll replace this one is I'll replace it with one of the actual production ones, because this one doesn't have our buttons on it. It just has the sample buttons, so I definitely would want one with our stuff on it. This is a really, really tough piece. One of my favorites of all time, especially from Bound by Soul's catalog. But this one I feel like just doesn't fit me great, and for that reason I might get rid of it. But this is genuinely one of the coolest pieces they've ever done. Every time I see an older piece from Bound, I just think how ahead of their time that they were. Like no one was doing this in 2015, bro. Like this would have been considered too out there, too weird for the time. Today's age, it would bang, especially with like the crisscross hardware, the rose gold with the silver, the decorated buttons. Yeah, they just don't have buttons on the cuffs right here, and these sleeves are just big, so I don't know. I feel like this one's just too big. No, it's not. Yeah, no, I can't sell that. I gotta be real with you, fam. Hey, speak up a little, man. I need you to help me out. And to be honest, like I'd rather sacrifice more t-shirts and other bullshit than to get rid of jackets. So if you saw me pull something and then it doesn't end up in the live for sale, mind your business. That means I didn't actually follow through with it. This is one of the reworked vintage flannels from Commons from last year's collection. We sourced a bunch of vintage flannels and then took all of the old buttons out. Ordered our own custom silver shiny buttons with Commons branding on them and replaced all of them. And yeah, threw a little metal bar tab in the back of each one as well, hand stitched in. And yeah, debadged them, added our label. Beautiful small collection. Definitely got to hold on to that one because I don't really have any that fit me as good as that one. This one is semi-recent. I actually got rid of the kind of inverse version of this one. It's in the other room. You guys may have remembered seeing that style. This is a No Fear kind of pullover flannel type beat. This was actually the inspo for one of our recent Commons pieces that is in like this plum color flannel. It's like a 3/4 button pullover flannel with a hood just like this, but the one we created is actually reversible. But yeah, I really like this one. Good wash on it as well, so I'm gonna hold on to that one. All right, we gotta take a quick break in the video for two things. One, you guys just heard me talking about that pullover that we made inspired by the No Fear one. It's currently the one that I'm wearing. You guys will see this in the next video a little bit more, just because the next video I drop after the one you're watching right now is gonna be our collection video from our shoot in Flagstaff. So make sure you guys look forward to that. And one thing I forgot to mention in that video is that this piece is actually reversible. So if you guys can see from the inside, there's 2 layers of these drawstrings. And so on the other side, you actually have an all black colorway in the same piece. The only thing that we added to the newer version is a pocket on this side as well, because there's not currently a pocket on the inside. So as you guys can see, it's just a full blacked out piece. And then you got the details of the hood on the inside, just kind of sneaking. So a little 2-for-1 piece. You guys know we love doing reversible pieces, functional, creative pieces at Common Studios, this being one of them. So really looking forward to getting these out later this year. Just wanted to mention that. Figured that would be a good stopping point in the video to go over some of my jewelry, because I totally forgot to film my jewelry the other day, and I feel like that's a huge part of my closet, and a lot of the basic outfits that I wear are reliant on the jewelry that is paired with them. So right here I got my little rip and dip figure. Picked this up at Complex Con 2023, I think. I just started stacking my jewelry on it. So on his tail back here, we have a bunch of rings, and I'll go over the stuff that I'm wearing right now too. So I have a Chrome Hearts dagger ring. I actually placed diamonds inside of this, so you guys can see it's got a little dance to it. One of my favorite pieces. I have the LA Spacer Chrome Hearts ring, one of my most recent jewelry pickups. I got this a few weeks back when I was in LA. I have this cross ring from Knight Rider, and then I have this other cross ring from Knight Rider. Very similar to Chrome vibes, but just a little bit different. Their style's a little different, and I think it flows together really well with the jewelry that I already have. So I figured these were 2 solid pickups. I don't wear this one too much anymore. I stopped wearing all my rings at once, but usually I'll wear this one here, and then I wear this one here. But ever since I got the pinky ring, I've kind of not worn this one as much. So still keeping it though. That's the thing about jewelry, is it's interchangeable. I don't have to wear the same stack every day. I could switch it up. So those are a few of my Knight Rider pieces along with my chrome. I also have the chrome heart cross pennant. I've been through a few chrome pendants. This is my second one that I wear like on the regular, and then I have a few other ones that I picked up in the past that I've gifted to some friends and family. So I also have the Common Studios star bracelet. I designed this in December of last year. I got my first sample of this earlier this summer, and I actually just this morning, believe it or not, I got the call that the production units are ready, and we're actually gonna have them in time for Complex Con, which is, yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So we have 100 units of these on the way, very expensive to make. This is a full custom design. I've never really given you guys a full detailed look. This is all 925 silver. So this is not going to tarnish. The color will stay the same. I sleep in this, I work out in this, I bathe in it, and it looks the same as the day I got it. Very heavy, natural black onyx gemstones placed and faceted inside of every single star. That's something that we're gonna carry on. If we continue to use black onyx, great, but whatever natural gemstones we use in the future, they will be natural. This is high quality stuff. You guys know I don't want to do anything if it's not done the right way, and jewelry is definitely done the right way. Thanks to my good childhood friend who is in the jewelry business and was able to help me see this whole process out. So 2 different sizes coming out in these later this year, size 7 and size 8, which is a 7-inch and an 8-inch. This is the 8-inch that I'm wearing right now, and a very, very sought after piece by a lot of you guys. So I want to give you guys a quick update, and if you guys can tell by the little bangle in between the stars, there's actually a very, very small star placed on top of each of the links. So I'm really proud of this piece. It was my first time designing anything jewelry related, and I think it came out super fire, very practical, and can also stack. I'll throw a picture on the screen right now. I'll let my boy try it on. He's got like Cartiers, he's got Chrome Hearts bracelets, and he stacked it with them. It honestly stood out to me the most amongst everything on his wrist. So it also pairs really well with other pieces, but I like to wear it just as is. So quick breakdown of the stuff I rotate pretty daily. Then I just have some other rings. I don't wear gold too much, but every once in a while I'll switch it up and take all the silver off and do gold. These 2 are 2 Italian style rings that were actually my dad's back in the day that he handed down to me. So those are super cool. And then just a couple other random gold bands. This one's actually not mine. My boy that used to live with me, I was cleaning one day and found this, so I got to get this back to him. But little snake ring. I think that was made by one of his friends for him. These are a couple spoon rings. So these are made out of old vintage Rolex spoons, cut and then shaped into rings. So these are pretty cool. I haven't worn these in a while, but still just cool to have and hold on to. These were gifted to me by a subscriber a few years back, so pretty cool. And then I have a few other rings. This one broke, and then I got it replaced, and then it broke again, so I just stopped wearing it and kind of gave up on it. But I did really like this ring, and it's still fine. Like, it does disconnect right here, but if I wear it normal, like, it's not really able to tell. And I like to fidget. Like, this one spins. It has like a little Cuban on it, so I'm kind of like a fidgety guy. So these used to serve me a good purpose. Now I don't really wear those too much. I've already consolidated my jewelry down quite a bit as well. So this is mainly just the stuff that I actually will wear. These two bracelets you guys have seen a lot if you watch the channel regularly, because these used to be my dailies before I got the star bracelet. Ever since I got this though, I haven't put either of these on. But a lot of people ask me where I got these. I wish I could give you guys like a link or something, but I picked these up from a street vendor when I was on a trip in Mexico a few years ago. One of them was actually 925 silver, so you guys can see it's not tarnished. It's still completely silver. The other one I got gypped on because I didn't buy them from the same place. This one was told to be 925. Sorry, little guy, hold on. This one was sold to me as 925. Obviously it's not because it completely tarnished, but that's what happens when you don't make jewelry in 925. You guys can see the very evident difference, which is why we decided to make ours in 925 so that it doesn't end up looking like this and it stays looking like this forever. And if you guys can tell, you guys can see I got a lot of inspo from the bangles in between these for the clasps and brackets for the star bracelet. So I'm always taking inspo from the things around me and adding my own flavor to it. So two really great pieces. This was a piece that I picked up in the process of making the star bracelet. This is another natural gemstone bracelet, kind of tennis bracelet style with these like oval set gemstones. I'm blanking on the name of this gemstone at the moment. It's not like a ruby as it looks like, it has a different name. Just kind of messing around with how I like the natural gemstone look, and just a really cool piece. I should honestly wear this one. I haven't worn this in quite a bit. This would honestly probably look kind of cool with this too. But yeah, another natural gemstone bracelet. Very nice piece. Oh, I thought you were gonna sneeze. I was getting ready to bless you. Couple other bracelets. These ones are like a little more sentimental, I guess you could say. This one I actually picked up a few years back, and it was kind of just to match this one at the time. This one was gifted to me by a good friend of mine's aunt. This one's got like a leather band, silver clasps. Every very once in a while, I'll stack this with other pieces. I like the way that one looks, and then at the time I bought this one to kind of go with that one. Same vibe, half silver, half leather tassel. This one like double wraps though, and has a similar clasp style. So two pretty cool pieces. I got a couple necklaces. I pretty much got rid of all the other ones I don't wear though, because I don't rotate necklaces out too heavy. These ones I got from my boy Danny over at My Carolina in Santan. If you guys are in Arizona, you guys want to shop Santan Mall. And I'll give the big jewelry plug, because anyone and everyone I know in my personal life that has gotten married locally goes to him for their engagement rings. And if you guys aren't in Arizona and you still want a good engagement ring, but also the main thing of this is the price, he hooks everyone up. Jewelry is a bit of a scam, if I'm being honest. Not a scam, but the margins are just so crazy. And even for these bracelets, we were suggested to retail these closer to $500. I don't want to do that. I'm going to try and make it even closer to half of that. But yeah, he has the same mindset when he's selling engagement rings and stuff like that. If you guys need any custom pieces, engagement rings, hit him up. I guarantee you whatever someone else quotes you, he will quote it much cheaper, and he will be a lot better, more timely. So big shout out to my boy Danny. These two pieces I picked up from them quite a while ago. They're two slightly different lengths, but they're multicolor like links. So rose gold, silver, black, and then actual gold. Picked these up in high school. I haven't worn them in a long time, but they're just cool pieces, man. Every once in a while, blue moon, I'll break them out and just kind of wear them under my shirt. This piece was actually gifted to me by my same friend, my boy Danny. They gifted this to me for Christmas last year. It's a 14 karat gold big pendant, kind of like the Bottega teardrop vibe. And it's on this really nice gold chain. So this is one of my nicer pieces. I'll break it out for nicer occasions and whatnot, but a really special gift. And big shouts to my family over at My Carolina. These pieces I also picked up from My Carolina. I bought these though. This is like a 3-piece little set, like more subtle pearls. I used to wear pearls all the time, but the whole thing would be pearled out. This is just a little bit more subtle, a little bit more elegant. Some people would argue maybe more feminine, but I feel like this is definitely more of a unisex piece, and I feel like I pull it off pretty well. So it's pretty cool. And then I also have it in bracelets. This one I bought 2 of them though. I just felt like they looked better stacked. One didn't really look like it was enough. So I picked up 2 of these. And these were all hand custom made at My Carolina. So again, big shouts to the family over there. I have this white gold chain that I have literally had since high school. So I just don't ever get rid of this one, because at some point if I wanted to make this pendant longer or make my chain longer and put a bigger pendant on a longer chain, I still have this one, and that would be the one that I would use. So it's a quick look at some of the jewelry. We're gonna get back to the video, and then I'm gonna interrupt you guys again here in a minute because I forgot to do my belts as well. And obviously, you guys know the belt game is pretty decent. I'm proud of my belt game. So we'll show those off in a second. And then lastly, I had to bring these home yesterday because I forgot that I was shooting with these at the studio, but I have both of the Common Studios ripstop cargo shorts that didn't get a feature in the short portion because they weren't here. But these just dropped a few weeks ago. You guys are gonna see a lot of coverage of these in the next YouTube video as well for the Flagstaff lookbook. And if you guys wanna shop these, commonshop.com, these are already live. You got all these silver hardware flooded throughout and then just packed with details like we usually do. You guys can go check out content of these on our Instagram as well. All right, let's head back upstairs. My Capital fleece, honestly, this was just like a grail for me for the longest time, and I actually found one eventually and got it for a really good price. I don't really wear this that much, but this is like my coziest winter like throwover type piece, so for that reason I'll end up keeping this one. But this one was one that I chased down for a really long time and one of my very few Capital pieces that I have. But yeah, this one is just a banger, a classic.
There's a CH video where you picked that up.
Yeah, we're in Atlanta at Request. It's good ball knowledge right there.
That's the first video I edited on my own.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I got you. Commons flannel from last season. Super fire. Got the double star hit on the elbows. Same buttons that we did on the rework flannel, except these ones are a little bit bigger. And this is just the simple black colorway. My favorite of the two that we dropped. Another really good vintage flannel. You guys have seen this one a million times probably. I just really love the colors on this one, and I wear this one a good amount every fall. Got a little zip up action too. We did do one of our flannels this year in zip up. We did one of them in full button up, and then we did one in the 3/4 button. So thing with the closet, and it's like you can say I have too much stuff, but a lot of this stuff inspired pieces that we've actually created. And so for me, this closet is more of like a Rolodex of or an archive really of different types of fitments, different types of materials, different stitching techniques. Like there's so many different forms and types of garments in here that I'm able to pull reference from in my work, and I feel like it just makes it a lot easier. So there is value in having a lot of this stuff, but as far as being able to wear all this stuff, it just, there's only so many days in the week, right? This was gifted to me by a company called Cotton. I do actually really like this piece, but something tells me we'll make something similar for this down the line for Commons. And this one fits me a little bit big, so I feel like it'll be easy for me to get rid of this one. I never even wore it. This one was gifted to me, so I kind of don't want to get rid of it, but at the same time, this is just one of those louder pieces that I don't think I'll really wear as much. Really good Stussy zip up work jacket though, with this like satin paisley material on it. So this one's cool, but in the moment right now, I feel like it'd be easy for me to get rid of these, so we'll slide them over here. Moving on, man. Noiri Frey racing jacket. This one is crazy. You got like the enlarged houndstooth print, full denim on this one. This is actually Noiri Frey, which was Bound by Soul before they changed their name. So some good old archive pieces. This one also fits crazy. Could never really get rid of that one, if I'm being honest. That's one where like, if I got rid of it, the world wouldn't end because I don't wear it like that much, but there's just certain occasions where this is just like the perfect jacket to wear. And if another occasion popped up and I didn't have it, I'd be kind of disappointed. So I feel like I got to hold on to this one, at least just for a little bit longer. Maybe down the line, it's something I get rid of. Another work jacket right here. This is a plain Jane navy blue, big embroidery on the chest, no fear vintage piece. Got the tags in there, quilted lining on this one as well. It's like I mentioned with the crew necks, any plain, one color, not really loudly decorated, that's the stuff I've been leaning toward lately. So yeah, I just feel like that's kind of an easy one, no brainer. Commons varsity jacket, some of my favorite garments that I used to pick up. Being able to design my own and seeing it come to life was really cool. Leather lining on the insides, big patchwork on this one. You got the captain's patch with the common C, and then you got the big graphic on the back. I'm super proud of that piece. And actually, we took inspo from this piece for this piece as far as the green wash goes, but instead of doing a blue denim base, we did a black denim base. So cool little reference piece for you. Another example of pieces in my closet inspire a lot of the pieces that we end up creating. Two no fear jackets right here, like pullover zip ups. Zipper on this one's broken, but I really just wear it as a pullover, worn open anyway. So yeah, super simple. This one I don't really wear as much, so I think I'll probably put this in the sell pile. Would I wear this? We'll hold on to that one. Anything black, bro, it's like, it's hard for me to not hold on to, just because I pretty much wear all black that was a crazy pause. I just wear like all black pretty much all the time. So another No Fear jacket. This one's got a crazy patch. This is all like one big ass patch that's sewn in the front, all the No Fear zippers. No Fear hit there, silver lining, boom, great piece. Another plain jacket. I actually picked this up when I was in Lebanon in February. Really nice piece from a brand called Velvet. I just like the way the collar sits on this one. You could wear it open or zip down, or you can button it up and it looks more like a vest. But a really solid piece. I wear this one a lot. Definitely worth the pickup on that front. A brand actually sent me this recently. I haven't worn it yet just because the weather hasn't cooled down. I got this in the middle of summer, but I guess it can't hurt to let go of if I haven't even worn it yet. So we'll just let it slide. I did like the pattern on that one, but I mean, I'll find another black jacket eventually. Yeah, they're pissed. This is from them too though. This I'll hold on to. It's my denim snake.
That's hard.
Fuck with that. This is a jacket from Culture Heritage. It's funny because my boy, who's gonna help me with the show on Sunday, was like, hey, are you selling that black jacket you let me wear when I went to Japan? I was like, to be honest, bro, that thing just fits too good. I couldn't do it. But if you need to borrow it again, let me know. It's got this like completely furred out lining. So yeah, I don't have too many like heavy jackets. So if it ever does get cold enough to like need to wear this is just a great jacket that kind of has like a sleeper build inside. This is like a snowboarding jacket, which we plan on doing some snowboarding this winter. So I gotta hold on to this one. But you guys have seen this maybe before, the No Fear snow jacket. Should be a hit. It's right there. But yeah, I broke this out one time when I went to the snow and it served its purpose, so I feel like it makes sense to hold on to that one because not many of these other jackets are really like snow jackets really. Custom pieces like this I really can't get rid of. These are two Carhartt jackets that are customized. This one is crazy because it's got the red interior, got the brown suede collar. This was from one of our More Heat Common Hype rewear collection, so we took a bunch of old Carhartt pieces and embroidered them. This was one of them. Obviously this one never made it to the drop because I kept it. And then this one, I mean, arguably one of the craziest original Carhartt colors you can find, which is the green. It did have embroidery, which I left, and then I embroidered on the other side. This might look familiar to some of you guys. This is Makoto, which is the name of this channel. Common Hype Creative Department. I made 3 of these the year that we made these. One for me, and then one for each of the guys on my content team at the time. So those are always really cool pieces to look back on, stuff I would want to keep. This is just a plain black Detroit jacket. This one has a Cleveland Integrity Services patch on the front left chest, so someone definitely put some actual manual labor into them. Me personally, I just put it on for the fit, so can't really relate, but I don't really wear this one that much. It's a really great jacket, but I mean, considering I can probably get at least $200 for that, we can get rid of that one. It's not the end of the world. These two pieces are pretty crazy. One of my best friends in high school, long story short, her dad was super connected. Damn, this got sun faded like a hate to see that. You gotta be careful putting clothes next to windows because obviously the sun is going to fade them, which is what happened to this one. This was actually one of A$AP Rocky's personal pieces. So this one's straight out of his closet, so can't really get rid of that. It was also gifted to me. Same, this was also gifted to me. This is a legit V-Lone robe, which is pretty wild. They never sold these. Those were for like, if you were in A$AP basically, which is how I got this one, same person. So yeah, those are some random pulls that you probably won't see. It's funny when people ask me about this, they're like, you wear that? I'm like, nah, I've literally never worn it, but like, what are you gonna sell? One of the only V-Lone robes in the world. But yeah, that was just a little glimpse at some of the jackets. Now we can get into, I guess, some of these shirts. Well, I guess I've never really explained how my closet is structured. So these are all like non-vintage pieces, I guess. Just hoodies, t-shirts, and long sleeves. All my vintage pieces are actually folded on these racks with the pants. So yeah, the first 4 right here are gonna be all common hype Betty Boop tees. If you guys didn't know, I actually had the opportunity back in 2024, basically a year ago today, to design our collection, our officially licensed collection with Betty Boop. This one being one of my favorites right here, the Go Bananas tee. And you guys know, as a very advocate Betty Boop collector, we'll get through all my vintage Betty Boop here in a minute. This was a really big deal for the brand, for my personal creative journey and whatnot. This was the main piece for the drop, the Cherry Blossom AOP. And you guys have seen these styled before on the channel, but I haven't got a chance to talk about them in quite a bit. So obviously got to keep my hands on those. I have a few Stussy tees in here as well, both of which were gifted to me. This one was gifted to me by my boy Colin. This is back when we were manufacturing our double knee shorts in LA, and I was going there to check in on some of the samples, and he had picked this up for me, so shout out to my boy Colin. And then the legend Mr. Stussy Den himself actually gifted me this piece a few years back. It's one I really love, nice little Stussy Honolulu tee. So these are my 2 Stussy graphics. I have this t-shirt right here from YSL, just a really simple white graphic tee. I really like the back of this one as well. So it's got like the hem in the front, and then it's got like the chopped hem in the back, if you guys can see right there how it splits. I have some graphic tees from my brand, Common Studios. I'm wearing one of them right now. This is the In Her Gaze tee. These actually just dropped last week. Our best blank t-shirt that we've developed so far. And then this is going to steamroll into our No Mercy collection, which is a spin-off collection inspired by none other than No Fear. I tried to reach out to No Fear, I mean, so many different times over the years, and they just never entertained working together whatsoever. So I just said, fuck it, I'll do it myself. And we made a spin-off collection. So it's called the No Mercy collection, and there's gonna be 6 t-shirts in this drop. This is one of them. This is a sample. This is actually just flipped inside out, and I cut the tag off, so I'll wear this one as like an inside out blank. But I have the actual version of that one. Bunch of different like quote tees, No Fear inspired graphics, and a really sick collection that I'm really looking forward to getting out soon. They're on the way, basically. So those will probably drop, if not in October, then definitely in November. So keep a lookout for that. Another Commons piece, this was the Vivid Thread tee, kind of inspired by the old Apple tees. And these 2 tees are the other 2 shirts in the collection from the one I'm wearing. You got the Broken Record tee, and then you got the Teenage Dreams tee right there. So if you guys want to shop these, the one I'm wearing, or either of these 2, these are already online. And then keep a lookout for the No Fear collection. Those are just the white ones. Obviously, we'll get into some of the other colors that we already did. Bunch of just blank, like white and ivory type of shirts in here. My brother gifted me this one from his trip to Hawaii, the Pearl Harbor Harley Davidson piece. Commons blank, represent blank long sleeve. This is a sample Common Studios thermal with the star elbow detailing. This one came out super sick. We haven't ran these yet. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Let me know how you guys are feeling them. A couple blank strawberry tees in cream, and then I have this Kith Aaliyah collab tee. This one's recent. We just dropped these like maybe a week ago. These are the Common Hype cherry hoodies. So I had to pick up one of these. Got like a nice heather oatmeal gray, which now I'm looking at the one in front of it. I definitely don't need this one anymore because I have a couple other gray pieces, so we'll sell this one. Gray acne tee. This is the Cherry Blossom graphic in the hoodie. Another old Bound by Soul piece. This actually never dropped. This was just a sample, and they let me have it, so shout out to the boys. Got the lace piping down the sleeves, and then you got the little slit right there in the middle chest. Cole Buxton blank heather gray hoodie from like 3 years ago. Just a really simple staple piece, can't go wrong. Culture Heritage blank hoodie, another really solid, well-fitting hoodie. Culture Heritage uses all Riri zippers as well, which are like some of the best zippers that you can really get. Cole Buxton also uses Riri zippers, so just a nice little detail on that one. This is a vintage McLean hoodie. It's just like a hot pink hoodie. Weirdly enough, I just really love that one and wear it kind of a lot considering how loud it is. This one, I don't even think I've ever worn, so let's just get rid of it while it's on the top of my mind. But this one's cool. It's a vintage Russell hoodie, and then we took one of the Common Hype bandanas and sewed it into the lining of the hood. So when you wear it, you just got like a little bit of a hood accent. So yeah, that one's sick, but we'll get rid of this one. I'm sure someone would pick that up and actually really enjoy it. Another Common Studios tee. We got the uniform tee embroidery right there. If you guys are ever wondering what inspired the embroidery on the collars of your shirts. Dropped this in black quite a while ago too. You guys will see the black one here in a minute. Represent blank hoodie in this like maroon color. Yeah, can't really go wrong. To my point though about if you leave shit in the sun, it will fade. Or if you leave stuff by a window, this has just like a natural fade on it from sitting in front of a window. So what I did was everything on this rack, like even this piece has it. I fucked up. You're not supposed to put your stuff by windows, but like I only have so much room in here. So what I did was I just flipped everything on the rack. So like now it's just, at least it's gonna be evenly distributed amongst all the pieces. Put this in the maybe pile. I feel like I don't really need that. Some more blank stuff, another Commons hoodie. This is the reversible star hoodie in Sage. Girls Don't Cry, Awake collab from ComplexCon 2023. Common Hype zip-ups from last winter. Some of our best selling hoodies that we've ever done. This is actually the sample of the one that we released. Can't ever go wrong with this one. One of my favorite hoodies of all time, the FKA blue hoodie. I used to wear this one religiously. Can't ever get rid of this one. Another blue hoodie. Again, you guys know blue is my favorite outerwear color. This is a Bud Light Rodeo vintage hoodie. I just really like this one. A couple navy blue tees. This one is part of the No Mercy collection, one of the samples. You got the No Mercy hit on the front. And then on the back it says, you had a chance, and then I showed up. And then we got the Kurt Cobain False Perceptions graphic tee right here. We got a hoodie from Elwood, just a blank navy blue one. And then one of my favorite No Fear hoodies of all time. You got the navy blue, and then you got the big No Fear patch on the back of this one. And this one's obviously on a quarter zip. All right, moving on. Let's run it. Common Studios dog tag tee from our military collection, and on drop day we gave I think it was like half off. You got a 50% discount if you were active or retired military. So one of the cool things we got to do for that collection turned out great. Bunch of blank strawberry tees. I used to buy these in like bulk damn near, and I still got a couple. I cut one of them. You can never really have too many blank, really any color tees as long as it's blank. I feel like it's just go-to. Noir Efray graphic tee from like 2014 maybe. Yeah, can't go wrong. Side pocket hit, super clean. You guys are gonna laugh at how many black blank t-shirts I have, but we'll go through those in a second. Two more tees from the No Mercy collection. The black wash turns out crazy because you guys can actually see the stitching. It contrasts really well off of this wash. These shirts fit like so good, bro. Like even this one got developed after this one. These are better fitting than even the one I'm wearing. These fit so good. And I just wore this one the other day. We got the fighter jet tee from Commons, which was another one of our tees from the military collection. We did a raw hem on this one. Really solid wash. So loved how that came out. This was a one-of-one custom that Crystal made for me for ComplexCon last year. This is a Common Studios tee. Took like 2 or 3 different vintage t-shirts and pieced them into this one. Obviously one of them was a Rolling Stones, and then she actually hand placed all the stones in the tongues. Really solid piece, and it fits me perfect because it was literally made for me. This one I was gifted for my birthday from one of my good friends quite a while ago. Another Kithalia tee. Got a few more pieces from the Common Hype Betty Boop collection. Got the Texas Tears one, and shout out to my boy Nathan. He wears this one like it feels like he wears it every day. So it's just really awesome to see everyone loving this piece and seeing it out in the wild. And then this was the other Believe the Hype tee. We have the same one in the white version over there. This is another YSL tee. This one just has like the revolver graphic on the front. Pretty cool. Same season as the white one. Or a Common Hype staff tee from like 3 years ago. This is the uniform tee from Commons in black. One of my favorite shirts of all time. I wear this one all the time. Acne Studios long sleeve in black. Just wore this one the other day. Hidden Haven Court collab tee. Literally all of these are blank black shirts. This one's strawberry. This is Elwood. These are all Commons, BP, Commons, Yeah, can't ever have too many blank black tees. 2 jerseys, Nike Stussy jersey. Love this piece. I thought about getting rid of this just because I have these over here, which I'll just show now because I'll forget if I don't. These are the Common Hype thermals that we're releasing in a few weeks from now. And this black one is very, very similar to the Stussy jersey, and it's just obviously less branded. Wouldn't to wear either of these. Like I'd rather put the thermal on, to be honest. It's just a little more subtle, not as heavily branded. And on top of that, I think I could probably get like 150 bucks for this, so why not just let it rip, right? This one can't sell though, because I'll never see another one. No Fear hockey jersey, super, super sick. Got the green stripes on it too. Come on, man. These right here are gonna all be black hoodies. I have more in the other closet, but these are just like the ones that I actively wear for the most part. I actually had 2 of these. One was just not as faded, but I'm selling the other one, so it's already been pulled. But just a really solid quarter zip, same quarter zip as the navy one right here. Same backs, just different colors. It's really one of my favorite hoodies, so I found it in black. I had to pick it up. Shout out to my boy Noah for selling me that one. Just a simple represent black zip up. Can't ever go wrong. One of my only off-white pieces other than the boots that I've already showed you guys is this off-white hoodie. And the hood on this one's super cool. It's got like the drawstring piping through these big metal like facets on the hood, which is sick. And then you got like a cool front shaped pocket. And I'm honestly like, I'm not really a big off-white guy as it is, but I just feel like I have to have at least a few pieces from Virgil's catalog, just for the impact that he had on the culture for sure. 2 Commons sample hoodies. This is the star version, and then this is the co-star version. So you guys can see both of the stars sewn into the back panel of this one with the stars on the elbows. We dropped this in jet black. This was the sample, which we did in washed black. And then this is just a sample of the production version of the star hoodie that we dropped last year that sold out. We're actually restocking these for ComplexCon in a few weeks. So everyone that missed out will get another chance, and that anyone that's never seen them will have an opportunity to check it out for the first time. No Fear pinstripe hoodie. This one's crazy. I'm really pissed. I think I maybe sold it, but I just don't remember selling it. But I had this same hoodie in white, and I honestly like the white one more, so I'm not sure why I sold it if I did. But yeah, still got the black one. This one's super cool. Another black No Fear hoodie. This one's plain. It just has a little embroidery on the front. But yeah, I wear this one all the time. I got a Stussy zip up, plain Jane. Bought this off my boy Hayden. Matty Boy chrome hoodie. I don't really ever wear this, but I guess a cool piece to have. Matty Boy's not with chrome anymore, so value on that one went up pretty crazy. DTC, this was actually made for me by a fan, and it feels fucked up to get rid of this, but like I genuinely have never worn this. So maybe we set it to the side just because I have so many plain black hoodies, and I do have another piece from him that I do still have, so I would feel less bad about it. This is the co-star hoodie in the colorway that we released it in the jet black. So I just showed you guys the wash version. This is the one that actually dropped. This was one of my boys' brands from high school. It's called Forever Temporary. I actually just found this the other day cleaning out, and I used to wear it all the time, so we'll break that one out again. One of my favorite hoodies from Bound, just this plain black one. But this one just fits really good. Honestly, like whatever hoodies that we make for Commons next, I want to get back to like the bigger, like baggier hoodies, and not necessarily like the fitted cropped hoodie. I think there's a time and place for it, but like a good oversized baggy hoodie, I feel like that's never going to go out of style. And people don't really make hoodies that fit like that too much anymore, at least compared to how it used to be. So you'll probably see something similar from that from us in the future. Got the strawberry hoodie, strawberry jams, but my Glock don't. Or we got the black Common Hype zip up with the CH pennants on the zippers. I don't know if I pointed that out on the blue one, but got the C and the H on the pennants. I think we're actually restocking these this year just because they sold so well last year. We restocked them and they sold out again. So I think we're gonna run them back one more time and introduce one new color. WMD hoodie, quarter zip. This one's crazy because the zipper's like fat as. And yeah, this hoodie fits really good too. So a nice simple one. And then this was a sample for Commons that I made out in LA, and didn't really turn out exactly how I wanted it, but it still fits really good, and it costs like $250 to get it made. So I honestly just got to keep it so I don't feel bad about how much we had to pay for that to get made. And then last but not least, one more Bound by Soul hoodie. This one has black lace piping on it. So this was actually the released version of what they were experimenting with when they did the white lace on the heather gray. And this came out really cool as well. Although the racks look filled, they are pretty consolidated from what we started with. Gazelles, I don't really wear these that much anymore, so I'm gonna sell those. Is this a Samba or a Gazelle? I think this is a Samba. Yeah, Sambas have a different sole. Beige Samba, I actually really love this pair. I'm gonna hold on to these. Wales Bonner Sambas, these are crazy. Don't really think I can get rid of these just because as loud as they are, I do wear them a lot. Really great silhouette, great collab too. And they're way better than all the other renditions and versions of these that they've been like trying to come out with. So I just like having the OGs, the black ones as well. Wear these a lot. Can't go wrong with the good Wales Bonner Samba. I do have like the crocodile navy blue pair that I'm gonna sell. They're not even here. I already took them to the store. But those go for like $650. It's like, bro, I don't even wear those. Like, I'd rather, you can give me the $650 over those. Ronnie Feig Adidas Samba with Clark sole. These are crazy. I really love these. Hit these for retail. Here's my dilemma right now with Jordans. I don't really wear my Jordans too much anymore. I do wear Nikes a lot still, like Dunks, really like SBs, like my SB highs and stuff. But I mean, like, I couldn't even tell you the last time I wore my Breads. Like, there's literally dust on them. The thing is, like, can I sell this shoe? Like, we were having this conversation in the back of the store the other day. Like, yeah, I don't wear these, but like, am I really gonna sell my Breads? The daily dilemma, bro. Like, to be honest, like, if I sold all my ones, I would just go buy a pair of off-white Chicago ones. Like, that would just be the one pair of ones that you would need, I feel like. And that's like super tempting, to be honest. Like, even my black toes, like, do I love the black toe? Yeah, I do. Do I wear the black toe ever? No, I don't. Like, honestly, I'll put those in the sell pile. My 2019 Bred 4s, do I love this shoe? Yeah. Like, do I wear it ever? No. Same with these. My Toros, I actually really, really love this shoe, but they're gonna retro these next year. Mine are separating a little bit. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I just have a lot of black shoes too. These I can't sell though. I gotta keep it real. I gotta have my Breads. Even if I don't wear them, I just look at them on a shelf forever. I feel like I gotta hold on to those. All these though, like, if I sold them, it would kind of hurt, but tomorrow I'd wake up and I would be fine. No Fear boots, one of my last intact pairs. As I said that, I just realized they're completely separating at the toe. I gotta stop buying No Fear boots just because they're not, I can't actually wear them, bro. I'm gonna just sell these. VX 1000 Nike SB Dunk Low, absolute banger. As a video guy, it's kind of Mando. Shout out to my brother, he gifted this pair to me. Nasty Boy Nike SBs, super clean pair. I really don't even wear these like that either. Yeah, put those in the sell pile. A Shadwear Nike SB Dunk Low. These are freaking crazy. The double swoosh too with the pink gray lace, super fire. This is a thin tongue SB too. Definitely got to hold on to those. I'm gonna sell these at the end of the year, but I'm gonna wear them a few times before I get rid of them. This is the Mummy Nike SB Dunk Low. I've had this shoe twice already, and every time I sell it, I'm like, damn, like, why did I sell that? Sashiko Nike SB Dunk Lows. I feel like this is kind of obvious why I had to have these ones. But yeah, don't wear them too much, but I'll get some good wears out of them this winter. Especially if I can get rid of a lot of the stuff that I just look at and like actually be forced to wear some of these shoes because I don't have as many options. I feel like that's the best way to go about it. And then my most recent sneaker pickup, my LA Superstar, designed by my good friend Kais Omar. I mean, basically the reason I haven't posted a YouTube video in the last month is because we were running around doing stuff for this, and work has been busy, but I was in LA a few weeks ago shooting the campaign for these with Kais and the team, and then I went back last week with my homies for the actual release. So yeah, shout out to my good friend for a really awesome collab with Adidas. These are just a pair of cooked Air Forces that I don't even know why these are in here, so these can go in the sell pile too. I think I'm gonna sell everything you guys just saw. As it stands in this exact moment in time, I really don't even need the Breads, but I can't sell the Breads, bro. There's still a sneakerhead in me. All right, before we get into all the pants and vintage, we'll just go through some of my like lower end shoes, you could call it. Golf LaFleur Converse. I've had these for many years. I don't wear them too much, but every once in a while, a good pop of color. Never hurt anyone. Golf LaFleur Converse in the purple velvet type beat. But yeah, these are cool. One of the more recent Converse pickups, the Blue Johns with the big back patch. I almost called these the Noters. These aren't even the Noters. I had the Noter Converse, but I sold them because they were very similar to these. I got the green Kith Converse. I wore these when we shot our campaign in Flagstaff last month. A simple pair of just plain gray Converse, nothing crazy. Then some old school Vans, orange and yellow. Just another pair of Authentics, super plain, simple, in this like purple lilac color. Okay, we'll just speed run through some of these hats. Articles, shout out to my boy Colin. Lids, Kai Somar collab. Lids, Kai Somar collab. Menace, that was a gift. Thank you, my boy Steven. And he has an Adidas collab coming up too. Congratulations on that. Ace Hat, LA. Lids, Kai Somar. Lids, Kai Somar, don't ask me why I have two of them. Diamondback fitted, don't really wear that, but gotta rep the home team. Sample Common Studios 5-panel hat. We dropped these in green, black, and blue, but I wanted a red one. Got one made in this color. Vintage Forum hat from the 90s. Devil Rays 5-panel. Boom. Flashback USA, Bound by Soul Nylon, Bound by Soul Nylon, Common Hype Effin, Common Hype Effin. These are actually still available online. Elwood, thank you for the gift. TaylorMade No Fear. You got the little No Fear patch on the side. Boom. No Fear, Crybaby, with all the metal rivets. Pretty fire. Another vintage No Fear. Vintage Bowls. This was my dad's. Vintage Bowls. This was my dad's. Vintage Bowls. This was also my dad's. So those are all like the 5-panel type hats. Those were all the fitteds. These are all the truckers. Chrome Hearts camo hat I'm wearing. Chrome Hearts triple cemetery cross. Effin trucker. Effin trucker. Effin trucker. Capital trucker. Common Hype sample. God, that's so random. What a random pull. That was a media company that never actually started. And 2 of the McHenry flannel truckers from my boy Mr. Caleb. And then the remnants of the active hats that I still wear. Common sample, both the Houndstooth Johns. Common Hype Friends and Family hat from our 3-year or 2-year anniversary? No, 3-year anniversary. Common Hype, Common Hype, Common Hype, Common Hype. Boom. I already pulled all the hats to sell, so you guys will see that if you make it to the show. Fuck, dude, I do not want to unfold all these. Everything so far has been on a hanger, so I haven't really had to tackle that bridge yet. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I am gonna unfold every single one of these shirts so you can see them. And in return, you're gonna like the video right now. And hey, if you wanna subscribe, go for it, I won't force you. But you are gonna like the video right now. And now we're gonna get into all the shirts that I'm gonna have to fold up later. But it's okay, so it's a little therapeutic for me. Guilty cutoff, front says guilty. Back says, and you're guilty too. No Fear cutoff. This one's like hella cutoff. Honestly, I'll probably sell this one. So we'll fold this one back up real quick. Another No Fear cutoff, training one. This one's got some cool like distressing here in the middle. Gotta be really careful taking these older ones on and off just because they'll like actually rip. I took a No Fear hoodie off the other day and I took it off like this. And there was like the tiniest dry rot hole and I literally ripped the whole hood off the back of the hoodie. Yeah, not good. So got to be careful with some of the older ones. This is a Harley, vintage Harley cutoff. This one's super cool. This was a Commons t-shirt from the military collection that I cut into a cutoff. So now it's in the cutoff pile. Vintage Rock WWE cutoff. I wear this one all the time. You guys have definitely seen this one if you watch the channel. This one also has some repairs to it. So it's like these slits were filled with white lace, which is kind of tough. Shout out to Crystal for fixing that one up. Another vintage Harley cutoff. Boom. This one's cool. It's got like a rubbery texture on the front. Another No Fear cutoff. I wear this one in the videos all the time. Pretty cool. Got the eyes. No Fear on the front. No Fear tank top. Just No Fear hit on the chest. Notre Dame tank top. Heather gray, super tough. I'm not really a big Notre Dame fan, but just a cool shirt. Another cutoff from the military collection. I just like working out in these ones, so I turned a lot of them into cutoffs, and then this one's just blank. Betty Boop, I actually did a collection of all my Betty Boop t-shirts on my TikTok, but I guess we'll just run them back right now. This is the bedding polo. It says girls just want to have fun on the front. Nice embroidery hit there. This is the Nike bootleg Betty Boop. This is the wild thing. Yeah. That one's from 2005. This is a big graphic, big Betty head graphic. This one is from 1996. I really like this one because I just like how green her eyes are in it. Probably my most worn Betty Boop vintage graphic, the soccer joint. Love the colors on this one as well. California Girl Betty. Got Pudgy in the basket there in the back. This one is from, doesn't have a year. Special Lady Betty Boop tee. This one doesn't fit me, but I just think this one's fire. We'll hand that off to wifey one day, wherever she is. Biker Betty. Boom, 2003 on this one. And we tried to reuse this quote for our collab. Good girls are just bad girls that don't get caught. But again, this was in 2003. 2025, they're a little bit less, they don't want to sexualize Betty as much, which it makes sense. But yeah, apparently you can't put that on the t-shirt anymore, so that one got clipped pretty fast. Another Betty right here, 1992. Damn, this one's old as shit. Sick graphic on that one though. I love the gold in that one. This is just a plain heather gray shirt with the embroidery on the front. Nothing crazy, super simple. Same thing with this one, just a pocket tee with Betty snoozing in the pocket. I like this one though, it's on the Betty Intimates tag. A lot of these are on like other blank tags, so just cool to see an actual Betty tag. This one I picked up earlier this year, the Hey Girlfriend tee. Love the colors on this one. And 1992, another really old one right there. One of my grails that I finally attained, the Sunflower Betty, one of the Freeze graphics. This is from 1994, big AOP vibes. And you got the nice graphic on the back. Last but not least, we got the Betty in the polka dots. Nothing on the back. Moving on to some other tees. This is my vintage Audi tee. I love this one. Got the Audi Academy right there on the front. Love the fade on that one as well. This is my Follow God vintage tee. Super sick. It's got a little quote on the back. Follow the sun, sunflower tee. 25 millimeter M790 series tee. Pretty cool. Nice little colored shirt. A lot of my vintage are either black, white, or gray. So any nice color switch ups are good from time to time. Keith Haring DJ piece. Really love this one. Great graphic. And then two of my dad's old Chicago Bulls vintage tees from back in the day. I love the old starter tees too, how they would put the patch on it. And then one more from 1997. Got the championship tee from that year as well. Shout out to Pops. Oh, no way. These are all my white graphic tees. Wow, everything is just falling right now. How are you feeling today? Got all the emotions on the front. This is a Japanese tee. This one's hella old. It has a lot of holes in it. Cowgirl tee. This one's super fire because it's got like little hardware in it. If you guys can see right there. It's like punched in the eyes, the earring, I think part of the hat. Yeah, part of the hat as well. So just something different. I like the colors on it as well. Big Dogs, Matrix spinoff, the Mutrix. I really like this one. Instead of dodging the bullets, he's dodging the ball, the newspaper, the frisbee. Kind of funny. Another Japanese tee. Can't go wrong. Got the geisha on the front. One of my favorites. Got the No Bozo tee. This one is from 1983. This is literally an 80s t-shirt, which is probably why it's so soft and fits really good. This one's pretty cool. You'd like this one, Chris.
Yeah, it was tight.
The Final Cut vintage tee. It says Lights Mac Action on the front. I don't wear this one just because obviously it's a little torn up, and I honestly don't use Final Cut because I'm not a Earth Day 1991 tee. Can't go wrong with this one. Love the colors on that. Stiffy tee. Got like the NBA spin-off logo on the front of that one. Super cool. Great quote tee. This is from the 90s. Of all the things I lost, I miss my mind the most. Nice single stitch tee on that one too. Got tons of compliments on that. This one I just thought was funny because all the frogs are holding weapons and doing crazy shit. My only vintage Beatles tee. I had about 5 or 6 of them, but I sold them all in my last closet sale. So this was the only one I held on to.
You name 5 Beatles songs?
Yellow Submarine. Flags of the World tee. Love this one. This one's probably from the 80s as well. And then last but definitely not least, my big AOP Jesus tee. His blood for your salvation. What a speed run. Now we got to do it all again on the other side. Actually, thank God we don't have to do the other side because these are all no fear. And lucky for you guys, I already filmed an entire no fear dedicated video on my channel and unfolded all these one time already, so I'm not going to do it again. If you guys want to see all the no fear that I have, just go watch that video because I honestly had more in that video than I would even be able to show you right now. So then we transition into all the pants, but before we get into the pants, I might as well just quickly go through the shorts. No fear corduroy shorts, Common Studios double knee Japanese canvas shorts with the embossed back pocket, copper rivets, copper hardware. Bada boom, bada bing. I also have a sample version of that same short, but with silver hardware. And this is not in our Japanese canvas. This is made of a slightly different material. If you guys would ever want to see the double knee short again in silver hardware, let me know because we would be able to do it and do it for a lot cheaper than we were able to make the first batch, because first batch we made them in LA. And if you guys don't know about LA pricing, it is so expensive, like literally 5 times the amount to make that in LA versus through the other manufacturers. So let me know. Another pair of sample Commons shorts. These are the chain stitch back pockets. I wore the shit out of those like last summer. So you guys have seen those before. Same double knee short from Commons, but in the brown colorway. I have all 3 of our star shorts from this year. So we got the black, we got the blue, and then we got everyone's favorite, which was the old gold pair. Commons embroidery on the back waistband. Tons of details on these ones. All these 3 colorways are still available online, commonshop.com. Got a pair of black double knee shorts from Carhartt. They were a pair of pants, just got cut into some shorts. That was honestly a lot of like reference for the fitting of our manufactured pair, was this exact pair right here. Stussy overdyed shorts in the turquoise color. Really love these. No fear corduroy short, plain Jane, but got a cool little patch on those. Dickies painter shorts that I stamped some hardware into myself. So I lined all the pockets with the turquoise. Pretty cool. Another pair of no fear shorts, some Stussy cargo shorts. Another pair of the Stussy overdyed short. Oh, there's a Lowe's receipt. And my vintage Wranglers that you guys see all the time. Nothing crazy about those. Simple pair of no fear, little embroidery hit right there in the corner. Adidas shorts. I actually got these from the campaign that we were shooting with Kais. He let me keep those. Yes, I see plain black short. Yes, I see denim. And then the ABC canvas short. And then hidden down here, I also have a pair of no fear shorts, which you guys have seen before. And then my 3 OG Bound by Soul nylon front cargo shorts, which if you guys have been around for a while, the OGs remember these shorts right here. I didn't want to have to pull all them out because now I got to put them all back in, but I feel like you guys don't ever see any of these all in one sitting because they're not out where you can actually see them, which if I sell enough stuff, I could put them out on these racks, but I have a problem. Like I mentioned, I was gonna interrupt you guys again. We're gonna go over the belts right now. I wanted to mention though, I was editing the video the other day. It's been 2 days since we filmed the last portion of the video that you guys are watching right now. As I'm editing it, I was like, I'm kind of embarrassed at the fact that I said I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff and then here I am just going through the racks and not actually pulling anything. So I came home that night and ran it back. This, I don't know how different it looks from the first time, probably not that much on camera, but in person, it definitely looks a lot leaner. I pulled probably 10 to 15 more pairs of pants, and then everything on the ground right here is about another 30 pieces. This is about half of my no fear. I just decided the stuff that I don't wear, it doesn't fit me perfect. I just don't wear it, so just gotta go. So basically this all used to be no fear, this whole side, and now I consolidated my no fear into the mix of a lot of the other graphic tees. So this is just like colors, all black, all white, and then cutoffs. And then I threw my breads, my undefeateds up here, my superstar stuff that you guys will see later at the end of this video. And then I took all the shorts out of here and then I put them out here on the rack so I can actually see them. Maneuvered around a little bit. I'm gonna have closer to 200 to 250 pieces to sell now instead of the original like 100 to 150. So we did make a substantial dent. Anyone that was gonna talk shit in the comments, you can now edit your comment, revoke your comment, or stand on what you said. Doesn't really matter to me. All right.
I'm proud, man. You tripled it.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Chris was giving me that look a couple times the other day. He's like, you don't need that. But yeah, let's go through some of the belts real quick. A lot of these are my belts, but still worthy of showing. So we got the Common Studios Rockstar belt. This is actually the sample. So this is in a black mohair, whereas we released the actual one in leather, but this one's got like a little texture to it. This also has the embossing right there on the band. It says Commons. Boom. You got the roller with the Commons embossing on the top of the roller. And then you have a lot of stars, 2 per, all chrome, finished silver hardware. Probably my most worn belt, not probably, my most worn belt for sure. So worn that I have 2 of them because I wear it that much, and then I'll take it off, leave one somewhere, and then I just have the other one ready to go. This is a sample of our Constellation belt. This is in a black reptile, crocodile type print. This is also has the embossing right there in the middle. And then we actually tested this one with gold matte hardware instead of silver. It was the first time we switched up the finish, but I'm not really a big gold guy, so we never ended up releasing this one, but still pretty cool. And if you guys don't know the story on the Constellation belt, it actually makes out the Commons logo when faceted. So if I slide this through and I pop it in these 2 fasteners right here, no matter where I fasten it, the star is always gonna land in the center and make out our logo. And this was the first belt we ever made, so pretty proud of this one. Definitely different than what I'd seen out there, and super functional, and everyone seems to love this one. So can't go wrong with Old Faithful. We also have that same Constellation style in the cow print. This is another mohair. This was the sample. I actually don't have a lot of production units of my own stuff. I just have a lot of the samples, which is kind of funny. But this was actually one of my favorite lookbooks as well. You were there for that lookbook, right? At the farm?
Yes.
That was a good one, huh?
Yeah, that was fun. The fucking horses in the back.
Yeah, this is a Jacquemus belt. This actually came attached to the cargo pants, but I took it out to put another belt in that day, and I just never put it back in. So it's just kind of like a freestanding belt. So cool though, I could wear it with other things. I don't, but I could. Another one of my favorite belts, we got the Articles genuine leather belt right here. Shout out to my boy Colin for making a great product. All hand set hardware, and just a really beautiful piece. A removable buckle too, so if you want to put your own buckle in, you can take this one off and replace it with whatever one you want. I don't have buckles though, so I just leave this one in. This one's cool. Whenever I'm wearing like a simple all one color fit or just like blue denim and a white tee, I always like to elevate the fit with some accessories, jewelry, as you guys saw, and then maybe a good belt like that. And then last but not least, I got my vintage No Fear belt. I really love this one. I want to make something similar to these, like a little bit more simpler, less hardware, but still good hardware. Got the genuine leather, No Fear stamp. And then, yeah, I mean, I was gonna show you guys and go through all the stuff that I pulled, but at this point, you guys can just see everything as it goes live and as I sell it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sell everything on Sunday just because now I have so many more pieces than I originally anticipated, but I'm gonna try and get through as much as I can. And whatever I don't sell, again, I'll keep you guys updated on what I do with it or where it's going to be sold after that. But yeah, I'll probably do one post on my Instagram just to show off some of like my favorite pieces. But I mean, again, I just told you guys I'm selling half my No Fear, bunch of vintage, and yeah, we're gonna replace all this stuff with even better stuff that we make down the line. So now back to the video. Sorry for the quick updates, but I felt like belts and jewelry, big part of my closet, had to make sure you guys knew what I'm still holding on to. Pants. I've pretty much, and you maybe wouldn't be able to guess it by looking at it, but you really can't ever have too many pants. That I kind of stand by. Can you have too many like jackets and stuff? Honestly, yeah, you can. And I do. But like pants, I really feel like you can't. Because at the end of the day, I can take any of those 15 black t-shirts I have and put them on with any good pair of pants and a simple pair of shoes, and that's an outfit right there. So that's why I love pants so much. First off, we got the Common Studios double knee star pant. These will be releasing exclusively at ComplexCon. If you guys want to see details of these, you guys can just go check them out on the IG. But they're also fully lined with our plum in the inside stitching, which is fire. But again, in-depth look at all of the ComplexCon pieces already up on our Instagram, so you guys can go watch those. Great all white pant though. I also have this pair of like white splattered painter pants, just something a little bit different. I have this nicer pair of, I don't know, it's like in between a slack in like a normal pant, but they have like a little pleat to them. These you guys have seen a million times. The More Heat Carhartt collab with the screen print on the back, kind of nostalgic. And I am trying to keep like as much of my own stuff. Like if I made it, I want to keep it. Because at some point, like I really would just like to be in our stuff all the time. Like this, it's hard to get rid of stuff now, but once more products exist through common studios and stuff, I'll be able to get rid of more stuff because I'll have more stuff to choose from. But because we've only made so many products for the brand, it makes it hard to, you know, it's gonna take a while to be able to replace everything on this rack. But the goal is to, at some point, create a product similar to each of these to where that fills the void in my closet and I no longer need the brand, the product from the other brand. No Fear corduroy pants, absolute bangers, some of my favorite pants in the closet. Another pair of Common Hype rework pants from the Carhartt collection with More Heat. ABC pants in the green corduroy. Some pants my mom got me. Good pair of just Levi's, some skinnier set ones. People aren't gonna be in super baggy pants forever. You always gotta have some more good fitting pairs of pants in the closet, so that's why I held on to that pair along with basically the same thing in black as well. Just two good Levi simple washes, can't ever go wrong. This is a sample of our Star Short, but it's actually in a pant, so you guys can see the panel is just extended. But the same details and stuff on the back with the embroidery and the back pocket. So maybe those will get released at some point. We definitely have two other colorways in those that we probably will drop. Some of your guys' favorites, my Fugazi double knee type pants with all the hardware in them. Wear these a lot. Another good pair of just black vintage, another good pair of just black vintage pants with a little distressing on them. They've been repaired, paint splatter and stuff on them. Those fit super solid, so I gotta hold on to those. These are a pair of pants I like breaking out in the winter time. It's this vintage pair of polo pants, but they're in like this really thick wool type of material, and they have like these cargo pockets, and then they have the opening, like these opening flat front pockets, which I like because I'll wear them like this with the pocket open. Acne denim. To be honest, I spent like $500 on this pair of pants, and honestly, we dropped the Commons black denim, and I've maybe worn these twice since, and I basically wear these twice a week. Take that for what you will. It's a pair of No Fear vintage pants. They don't even have a badge on them, just like the little No Fear tag right there. Black double knee with all the distressing at the bottom. Definitely worn in. Cotton cargo pant, not cargo, but like loose fitting pant. I've been wearing those a lot this summer too. Great pair of pants. The same Fugazi denim, but in the black color. These are a pair of cargo pants from Jacquemus. Got these on sale. I think retail's like $900 on these. I paid like maybe $200, but a really good pair of cargos. Arte, A-R-T-E. But they did this like nylon cargo type pant with like these very animated side pockets, which I really liked. Black Zara denim, just jet black, a little bit like thinner than some of my other baggier denim, so I really just keep this pair because it fits a little different. Black ambush denim, a good simple pair. I like the way they did the like detached top part. Another pair I got on sale. These are like $500 pants. I don't remember exactly what I paid, but it wasn't $500. Miata pants. These are some of my crazier pants for sure. Got the chain stitch all the way down. Pretty wicked. This is another pair of like literally $1,000 pants that I didn't pay $1,000 for, but it's just crazy people actually spend that type of money on clothes. Because I'm not one of those guys. I love clothes, but I don't love clothes that much. Arc'teryx pants. These are absolute bangers. You guys know how much I wear these. And then you got the No Fear snowboarding pant as well. Moving into the bottom half, I got another pair of the Star denim samples. This is in the iceberg color. The first three that we sampled were just in the same colors as the actual short versions. So I'll even skip ahead and show you guys the old gold version of the pant. But yeah, the ones that will actually drop will be in two of the new washes that were developed after the fact. But again, we just sampled them in washes that we had already known we liked. Some of my most worn denim right here. This is my ERL Levi's denim. You guys have seen these a good amount of times. Got the little ERL embroidery hit right there on the bottom. A couple pairs of vintage Levi's. These actually might be silver tabs. Yeah, silver tab Levi's with the big knee slit right there. I really like the wash on these ones as well. A good natural wash just from age. Same with these double knees from Carhartt. Just some crazy wear and age on these as well. I think I'm gonna sell these, to be honest. This is a pair of denim from Elwood. They do fit good, but I have other pairs that fit better, so I probably don't even need these. That was good. I just went through a lot of pieces without pulling anything to sell for a while, so I feel like that needed to happen. Guess denim, love this pair. I wear these literally all the time. Probably my second most worn pair of denim behind the black version, but the Commons straight leg denim. This is in the jade wash. Got the plum leather tab on the back. Boom. Best denim out, man. And proud of all of our products so far, but especially our work with denim and just really the months and months we spend developing pieces before they ever reach the website, or we even show you guys samples. I'm just really picky and tedious about how all this stuff looks and fits. And so it just takes a little bit more time. Another pair of double knees. This is another pair of silver tabs though. So this is on a Levi. You guys can see a little silver tab right there. I wear those quite often. Thug Club denim. Thing with these is I do need to sell these, but I think I'm gonna get rinsed on them if I do, because I paid like $300 for these pants and I got the wrong size because the sizing is like in Korean sizing, and like obviously I'm not fucking Korean, so I don't know my Korean sizing. So I bought what I thought was a 32, but it ended up being like a 34, which really fits like a 36. So they're way too big. But I do love the pair of denim. They're huge. I'm gonna hold on to them for now. If I sell these, it'll be to someone that like requests them, so I can actually get somewhat of my money back on those. Menace denim, steel denim. Shout out to my boy Steven for gifting me that pair. Crazy pair right here. I don't know if you guys have seen these on the channel yet, but you see the back tab right there, baby. Common Studios pinstripe conductor pant. Back tab right here, like the pull adjuster sizing tab. Back pockets with chain stitching right here on the stars. And then if you guys can see right there, not normal rivets, we did custom star rivets, as well as a custom front button, which is also the star. And then if you want to get crazy on them, you flip them inside out. You got the inside screen print on the pocket. And yeah, one of the 4 pieces from our denim collection dropping. Guess where? Complex Con, October 25th and 26th. These were a custom pair of sweatpants stitched by the homie Crystal on a pair of vintage Russell Johns. So she hand stitched all of the bandulu style type stitching on these, so super fire. Little hits on the back too. I just like all the little colors. She integrated red, white, black, pink, green, literally everything. And as you guys saw next door, I probably pulled like 10 pairs of sweatpants. I used to have like literally every color sweatpant just to have every color, but like I didn't wear every color. So it's like, I got rid of them. Blue Stussy overdyed sweats. This was a Nike collab. Probably my favorite pair of sweatpants, if I'm being honest. I wear those a lot. Marcelo Berlin. Just an overpriced designer brand, to be honest, but I got these on sale for like not even $100 and they're super comfy. So picked up this like lilac colored pair. It's a pair of Japanese track sweats. Pretty cool. I just obviously got the plum color, so I had to get those. Dolce & Gabbana sweats. Crazy quality, really nice weight to those as well. C2H4 sweatpants with the pleat. I really like the bottom hem on these. It's a little untraditional, but it's like sleeve cuffs, but at the bottom of the pant. So kind of interesting, but a good pair of sweatpants. Song for the Mute. Whoa. Song for the Mute Adidas track pant. Pretty cool. You guys have seen those styled before. I've got a pair of sample Commons sweatpants with these big patchwork letters on them, CMNS. Never ended up releasing those, but a cool sample I ended up with. And then we got the Stussy Nike pinstripe sweatpant, which those are just too good, man. I'm not getting rid of those, no way. Also forgot to show the undefeated 4s. Love this pair. I've been wearing these a lot actually, considering I don't really wear 4s that much anymore. Those have been getting a lot of love. In here is really just overflow of like everything else. I have a couple pieces here I need to get some repairs done on, so those are in here. These are all like button-ups, nicer shirts that I'll pull out for like nicer occasions, dinners, stuff like that. Just a few overflow hoodies, some button-ups. Honestly, nothing crazy. This is how many pieces. If you're like, Bri, you haven't sold shit yet. This is everything I pulled so far because I didn't have any extra hangers before I started this process. So, I mean, that's how many pieces I pulled before we started filming the video today. If you're like, Bri, you didn't make a dent just now. I did. I just didn't do it on camera. And then on top of that, a lot of the pieces I got rid of are vintage, so they were folded and they didn't even have a hanger. But I mean, we just pulled another like 10-ish pieces. To be honest, by the time the show actually goes down, I'll probably do one more coming to Jesus and just one more good look at the place and try and get rid of a few other things. But for the most part, I do feel like I've consolidated down a lot of what I wasn't wearing so that I can make room for new pieces or just force myself to get more wear out of the pieces that I decided to keep, which is really the more intention. I don't plan to just go shop after this. I want to get wear out of the pieces that are left and also build out and make new pieces to fill the shelves, not really go and buy things. That's kind of the main challenge for the purpose of this whole video. So we'll see how everything unravels with time. Bro, there's so much shit in here still, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe I pull even more. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you guys updated with the series and how things go. But something tells me I'll be able to get a couple more pieces out of here. We'll see though. But either way, that is all I have to show you guys. I'm trying to think right now if there's anything else. I guess we could go over here real quick. We'll end the video off here just because I have a few pieces in here I guess I could show you. This is my F&F pair of my Adidas from Kais. And then, I don't know if I've ever shown this on the channel, but this is my Betty Boop. Wow, the lighting's probably so dog in here, huh? This is my Japanese vintage Betty Boop slot machine, literally from Japan. It's all in Japanese, look. So pretty crazy. This needs like a true place. This room isn't really anything. Like, it's not even set up to be anything. It's just like, there's just shit in here right now. At some point, maybe I'll do something with it, but I don't really have anything to do with it right now. These were those other Cole Bennett tees. I actually think I want to hang these on the walls. So maybe do like 2 downstairs and then maybe like put 2 on the walls in here. I'm not really sure yet, but I don't wear these as much, but they are cool pieces and I'm a big fan of Cole Bennett. So maybe I'll do something with those at some point. But yeah, man, for the most part, that's all I got. We'll come and finish the video out right here. These pieces that we pulled in the video, along with the other 100 or so pieces in the other room, will be available for purchase on a Whatnot stream this Sunday, which is, I don't even know the date, but I'm gonna also have my boy Hayden jump in. He's a different size than me, and I realize when I do these shows that people are literally size small through 3XL, and I have most of the bigger size stuff. And so my boy Hayden's gonna pull up. He's also gonna sell like 50 or so pieces from his closet, but he has stuff that's more like small through medium, maybe some larges, but basically enough to fill in the blanks of the size ranges. So if you guys aren't my size and you still wanted to go in the show and enjoy it and have the opportunity to buy something, we'll have my boy there selling stuff from his closet. Some good stuff too, I'm sure, in different sizing as well. But this Sunday is the 12th of October. And yeah, the reason we're turning this around so fast is just because if I don't do this now, I won't have time to do it basically for the rest of the year. And honestly, why wait? I feel like it's time to clear this out. Dude, there's so much stuff in here still. I'm like, actually, I need to get rid of more stuff. We're gonna figure it out. But in the meantime, what you guys got today is what you got. Look forward to us rebuilding the closet. I'm glad this video was able to finally get filmed because it's just a lot of stuff, man. I'm proud of it for sure, but it's just overwhelming. And I wear the same shit. Like, I wear commons or blank tees, and that's really it. So with all that being said, I appreciate you guys tuning into the video. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. I didn't give away anything in the video. We'll do $100. $100 to a random comment. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.